Nairobi, Nairobi! So I visited Kenya for the first time. Yay!
In Kenya, so excited, so thrilled.
Really excited. And so last week, Women Deliver invited their young leaders from the Southern Eastern Africa region to a meeting that they hosted in Kenya. And this was basically a meeting for the young leaders to get to meet each other and to know each other and to explore possible ways of collaboration. I got an opportunity to chat with some of those young leaders and learn a thing or two from them, and I've shared some of those interviews with you. Enjoy. So this is definitely a super weird angle, but anyway, I am in beautiful Nairobi and staying at this beautiful lodge called Simba Lodge, and I just like wake up next to zebras. And the reason why I'm here is because I am part of the Women Deliver Fellowship, which is an organization that works towards gender equity and gender equality. We recruit a group of young people that are doing various work within that particular space. We go through this digital training course and then you graduate into this big broad network that exposes you to a lot of opportunities. So I personally applied because of the extensive work that I've done within the sexual and reproductive health and rights space, and a lot of other people, whether it is addressing issues of gender in economy, gender in politics. So Women Deliver has basically invited young leaders who are in the Southeast Africa region to come and meet, share best practice, and kind of have a space just for us to get to know each other. And that is an interesting way and the best way in which we've kind of strengthened the network within the region, but also gotten to know each other more and gotten to know about our work even more, which is why I have decided to make this video. I am going to be chatting with a few young leaders who have agreed to like share some ideas with you and basically tell you about the work that they do, but also how you yourself, if you're a young person that is wanting to be in this space and you have no idea where to go or where to start, I'm hoping that some of them can share some tips on what are some of the things that you need to think about, and those that are able to, maybe what are some of the practical steps that you need to take. So let us go and meet amazing young people. It's gonna be such a nice video. Oh my gosh, you guys.
So yeah, happy to have met you, Nomti.
Yushna from Mauritius. Yushna works with the Ministry of Youth and Sport, and she's volunteering there as a PHAU.
Yeah.
As a PHAU. Hi Yushna.
Hi.
Say hi to the people.
Hello.
Are you part of Women Deliver? Why did you feel this is important for you?
Yeah, I think Women Deliver is a fantastic program that regroups youngsters from all around the world who are passionate about advocacy, girls' issues, women's challenges. So it's just interesting to learn from each other throughout this program.
Great. What kind of work do you do?
So as a peer educator, we welcome youngsters in the community, in our center. Our mornings would generally go like just the training, which is observed by permanent youth officer, taking notes, making recommendations to the government, what the youngsters really want. We also have a lunch for our youngsters, and we have a basketball playground where they can break out in the afternoons for some sports, or even a gym class with yoga mats where they can just relax and
that's great.
Network.
That's pretty awesome. I'm a young person and I'm interested in being in this field of work, and I don't have experience at all. I've never worked here, but I really want to work on whether it's women's issues or human rights issues or any other particular cause. Where do I start?
I really think it starts with not being afraid, and you can go about talking to people who are already in this field. For instance, I am from a finance background. I actually work as a finance consultant, but I felt that these youth issues concern me as well. So I just ventured out. Just go out of your comfort zone, reach out to people out there who are already doing their work, and you'll be amazed by the amount of support you receive.
Great. Thank you so much, Yushna. Bye. It's Mulesa.
Yes.
Mulesa. I'm with Mulesa from Zambia, and she is a human rights consultant. Brilliant person. Say hi to the peeps.
Hi.
Actually, you are a Women Deliver Young Leader. Which year?
The class of 2018.
2018. So we joined together.
Yeah.
And why? Why did you apply to be part of this program, and why do you think it's important to be in these spaces?
I think I applied because I really wanted to find a way to kind of bring my passion for women's rights into like a real life situation.
Sure.
Yeah, so I was really motivated by my studies in human rights law at master's level.
Cool.
And I ended up doing a few modules on gender, women's rights, and advocacy that really kind of got me inspired.
Sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I think I really wanted to do the program because it would give me some, practical skills that would enable me to be able to become a more effective advocate as opposed to just being a human rights lawyer.
Yeah. And what does your work entail? Like, does it look like?
Well, essentially, I think it's just it's consulting work. So it kind of just depends on which kind of like organizations I engage with or organizations that want to engage with me. So the work would entail things like report writing, helping come up with capacity building workshops and trainings for people on human rights and good governance generally.
Awesome. There's a lot of young people that want to get into these platforms and they want to do this work. I'm someone who doesn't have that experience at all, and my context is just like I'm identifying issues and I'm passionate and I want to start somewhere. What would you give it? What advice would you give me? What should I think about?
I think one of the first things you should always think about is collaboration and networking.
Cool.
That's essential. I think you can't do without that. Without those kinds of connections and like people that you can meet that can, direct you towards those opportunities, you'll kind of be floundering on your own.
Yeah.
And you kind of need that continuous support from other people who can help you, say like, okay, hey, there's a speaking engagement here. I know that you're passionate about this. Maybe you can do some research in this area, maybe some blogging,
Yeah.
So it's always good to kind of like make networks with people and also capitalize on those networks.
Great. So don't work alone. Collective efforts. Reach out to people. That's how we get things done.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, honey. I was really inspired by you over the Thanks. Bye.
You. Bye.
So look out for part 2 where I chat to Laurie, who works for Women Deliver, as well as Patrick Segawa, who works with Public Health Ambassadors Uganda. See you next time.